Hey guys, so I'm back with another video, and I said in my Geek Heaven book haul that I was going to be filming another book haul, and this is the book haul. My friend was nice enough to give me some books, and I'm going to share them with you. So, without further ado, let's get started. So, these books go in no particular order. The first book is The Gifted by Terry Blackstock, and these are about these kids who have these supernatural abilities, and one can see into the hearts of others, one has feet that can carry him to people in need, and one can't stop talking about God. And these gifts suddenly vanish, and they are known as the Evangelism Dream Team, and so they don't know what's going to happen when these gifts vanish. This book is a short book. It is only 129 pages, so it's definitely going to be a quick read, but looked interesting, so I decided I would get it from her. The next book is The Memory Keeper's Daughter by Kim Edwards, and this book is about this family who has twins, and one is born normally and the other is born with Down syndrome, and the father asks the nurse to send this baby away who has Down syndrome, and she ends up keeping this child and raising her. This has been on my Amazon wishlist for the longest time, and when I saw that my friend had this on her bookshelf, I asked her if I can have it, and she said yeah. And so I was really excited. I have wanted to read this for like the longest time, and it's been on my Amazon wishlist since day one of me creating an Amazon wishlist, so I was really excited about that. The next book, a lot of you might know that there is a book from the movie, and that is To Save a Life by Jim and Rachel Britz, and this book is about these two best friends, Jake and Roger, and Jake has everything. He is very popular and he is well known and he's an all-star athlete. And then there's Roger, who has really nothing and is tired of just being pushed away constantly. And so he does something drastic and ends his life in the middle of the school hallway. And so Jake is compelled to reach out to students, and he wants to help them. He finds out that this might cost him everything in his life, his girlfriend, his reputation, his dreams, but he is willing to make that sacrifice. And everybody in my youth group has watched this movie because they have shown it at my youth group countless times, and I never watched it because I was always talking with somebody, or I would never go in and watch it just because I wouldn't realize it was on. And so when I saw that my friend had this book, I was really excited, and I asked her if I can have it, and she said sure. And so I'm really excited to get into reading this. The next book I was really excited about, like I've been saying for all of these books, but these are some books that I've really wanted to read or have wanted to own for the longest time, and this is The East of Eden by John Steinbeck, and this book is basically, I don't want to say like a parody, but it is kind of like Adam and Eve and Cain and Abel. And when I first saw this book online, I didn't realize that it was as big as it is, but it is actually pretty chunky. Not like the font is big either. So this is definitely going to take me a while to read, especially if it's a bit slow to read. But I definitely want to read this sometime soon because I was really interested in picking this up. The next book is Angels Watching Over Me by Michael Phillips, and this is about these two girls, Mame and Katie, and Mame is this slave and Katie is brought up in this very rich white household, and they are two completely different people. And then the Emancipation Proclamation comes, and it's their story of trying to survive this whole thing. And I usually don't read historical fiction books, and I am assuming this is historical fiction because it deals with the Emancipation Proclamation and everything back when slavery was big. But it seemed very interesting, and the cover kind of just intrigued me because it's very pretty. It's like elegantly pretty. So the next book is The Memory of Running by Ron McLarty, and this book is about Smithy, who is this overweight chain smoker, and he's 40 years old and doesn't really have much of a life for himself. And he finds out his parents die in a car crash, and then a week later, so his sister is found in a morgue in LA, and he grabs his bike and bikes across the country, and he is finding himself all over when he does this, and it's pretty much his story of refining himself and finding out things that he really loved doing, or things that were his childhood when he's trying to cope with the loss of his family. And I saw this and I thought it was really pretty because there's like stars. I don't know if y'all can see that. And it just like is very nice. And then the last books I have are a box set, but that is the Circle series by Ted Dekker, and it is the full complete box set. So we have green, black, red, and white. I will read you the back. As foretold by ancient prophets, an apocalypse destroyed Earth during the 21st century, but 2,000 years later, Elion set upon the new Earth a new Adam. This time, however, he gave humanity an advantage. What was once unseen became unseen. It was good, and it was called green. But the evil Tila bided his time in a black forest. Then, when least expected, a 24-year-old man named Thomas Hunter fell asleep in our world and woke up in that future black forest. A gateway was opened for Tila to ravage the land. Devastated by the ruin, Thomas Hunter and his circle swore to fight the Dark Scourge until their dying death. But now the circle has lost hope. Samuel, Thomas Hunter's cherished son, has turned his back on his father. He gathers the dark forces to wage a final war. Thomas is crushed and desperately seeks a way back to our reality to find the one elusive hope that could save them all. Enter apocalyptic story like none you have read, a story with links to our own history so shocking that we'll forget you are in another world at all. Welcome to Green, Book 0. So this book seemed very interesting, and just the premise of the first one made me want to read them, and she was like, yeah, you could have the whole box set, because I didn't want to read it, and I was like, giving away a whole box set? And they're hardcover too, so that must have been really expensive, but I'm very appreciative for all these books. These are all the books that I had gotten from my friend, and I'm going to put them down now because I'm going to end up dropping them. Alright, if you guys have read any of these books or have any thoughts and opinions of them, please leave those in the comments down below. Also, if you like this video, give it a huge thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Until next time, bye! I'm on Skype with Zach right now, and he's dancing, and I can see it, and I'm gonna end the Skype call if he doesn't stop. I am seriously going to punch you straight in the face. Throwing books over here. Aw, man.